Today we discuss about the pancreatic secretions. A pancreas has two types of cells. One is Schwann cells and next is ductal cells of the pancreas. We see in the figure this is a Schwann cells of the pancreas and this is a ductal cells of the pancreas. In the Schwann cells of the pancreas, cholecystokinin acts and these Schwann cells of the pancreas produce pancreatic enzyme. In same way, this secretin which is produced by the S cells and this secretin acts on the ductal cells of the pancreas and these ductal cells of the pancreas produce bicarbonate ions. Then there are questions how this bicarbonate ion secretion occurs. Let's discuss in next topic. I told that how pancreatic duct cells secretes bicarbonate ions. Before discussing about the how pancreatic duct secretes bicarbonate ions, we have to discuss two surfaces. This is a surface which faces toward the interstitial fluid called basolateral surface. The surface which faces toward the interstitial fluid called basolateral surface. In same way, the surface which faces toward the lumen. This is a lumen, okay, and this surface which faces toward the lumen called luminal surface. They call luminal surface. अब क्या होता है, जो ब्लड है ना, ब्लड से क्या आता है, कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड, और एक कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड कहाँ जाता है, पैंक्रियाटिक डक्टल सेल्स, ओके, और एक कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड पैंक्रियाटिक डक्टल सेल में जाकर H2O से मिलकर कार्बोनिक एसिड बनाता है इन द प्रेजेंस ऑफ एंजाइम कॉल्ड कार्बोनिक anhydrase. This CO2 diffuses into the pancreatic ductal cells through the basolateral surface and combined with water H2O in the presence of enzyme called carbonic anhydrase and form carbonic acid. And this carbonic acid decided into the H ions and bicarbonate ions. And these bicarbonate ions also come from the blood. मतलब additional amount of bicarbonate ion also come from blood through the sodium and bicarbonate ion co-transport from the blood along with sodium and bicarbonate ions comes into the pancreatic ductal cells by a sodium bicarbonate ion co-transport. Later, these bicarbonate ions from the pancreatic ductal cells enters into the lumen through the luminal surface in exchange with chloride ions. We can see in the figure this bicarbonate ions enters into lumen through the surface called luminal surface in exchange with chloride ions. After that, these chloride ions again enter into lumen by a special chloride channel. We can see that these chloride ions which come from the lumen again leak into lumen by a special channel called chloride channel, okay, and we can see that this carbonic acid break into the H ions and bicarbonate ions, and these H ions from the pancreatic ductal cells enters into the interstitial fluid with exchange of sodium ions. This bicarbonate ion, this H ions enters into the interstitial fluid with exchange of sodium ions, and this transport called secondary active transport. This transport called secondary active transport. And those sodium ions which enters into the pancreatic ductal cells, again this sodium ions moves into the interstitial fluid with exchange of potassium, and this transport called sodium potassium ATPase. Again, these potassium ions will enter into the pancreatic ductal cells, which again move into the intestinal fluid, and from the intestinal fluid enters into blood through the special potassium channel. This is a special potassium channel, and this is a way how pancreatic duct cells secretes bicarbonate ions. Okay? This is pancreatic duct cells who secrete bicarbonate ions in this way. Thank you.